So in this video, we're going to talk about physical energy, one of the 8 types and the first of the 8 types. So the thing to know about energy, first of all, is this. Energy is very abstract. Abstract means you can't put your finger on it, you can't see it, it's imaginary, it's invisible, like emotions. You can't see them, but you see the effect of them. Electricity, you can't see it, but you see the effect of it. Internet, can't see it, but you see the effect of it. So many things in the world exist like this. You can't see them, but you see the effect of them, therefore you know they exist because of the effect. The cause must be there if the effect is there. So in the same way, the energy is such a thing. You see the effect of it, therefore you know it exists. So what I want to say before I talk about physical energy is this: the spectrum of energy is something that will help you to monitor where it is. What do I mean by that? Many things in the world can be measured, but energy is one of those things which is very hard. There is no measuring tool to measure it. So let me give you an example. If I wanted to measure the distance of this room, I could use a measuring tape. If I wanted to measure the distance of my arm, I could use a ruler, for example. If I wanted to measure my weight, I use a weighing scale. If I wanted to measure speed, you've got speed cameras and speedometers in the car. Everything in the world generally has something to measure, like thermometer for temperature, and so on. Even human beings' body temperature, thermometers for that. But energy is such a thing. If I asked you what's my energy level now, what tool is there in the world to measure it? There's nothing. You can measure your blood pressure, you can measure your heart rate, you can measure your steps, even. You can measure so many things, but you can't measure energy. So the way that I help people to measure energy is I tell them the low extreme and the high extreme. Then using their mind, they're able to ask themselves the question, where am I on this scale? Am I on the low extreme or am I on the high extreme, or am I somewhere in between? Without knowing these two extremes, it's almost impossible to know whereabouts your energy is. So let me show you the low extreme and the high extreme of physical energy, and then you will be able to gauge where am I. Okay, so low energy has a few things. First one, feel tired. As soon as you feel tired, that's a sign that you're on low energy. Second example, you feel hungry, very hungry, low energy. Thirsty, low energy. Another one would be lethargic. Lethargic means that you feel full and you've had too much, and it's oily type of food, it's pulling you down, it's weighing you down. That's not a good feeling. You feel like not doing anything as a result of bad food that you've had. Lethargic. And another low energy would be just weak, feeling weak, not feeling up to it physically. Like you're not ready for a gym session because you're physically just not ready for it. So the high energy is the complete opposite extreme. So let's look at the opposites. Opposite extreme, you feel satisfied, not full. Being full is not a good thing. That will take you to low energy again. But having ate enough and the food is digesting, and it doesn't have to be digested just yet, but the nutrients have to be coming to your body, then you feel nourished, you feel satisfied, you feel energized from the food. So you're not full. Okay. You feel hydrated, so you're not thirsty. You don't feel the need for water right now. You're hydrated. You don't feel lethargic. Instead, you feel opposite. You feel energized from what you've ate. You've ate healthy food, which is nourishing you, rather than lethargic, oily, unhealthy, heavy food, which is putting you down or physically pulling you down. And you're not tired. You're fully rested. So you've not just woken up, that your body is still adjusting from sleep mode to wake up mode. You're fresh, so it's like at least an hour after having woken up. And so these are signs of high energy. And another high energy would be that, yes, I'm ready for a gym session right now. I could do a workout. You feel the energy, physical energy in you that needs to work out. One last sign, a word of physical energy, is low libido. Low libido is the low side. Low libido means not in the mood for any sexual intercourse and so on. High libido is a sign of physical high energy, is that they've got a higher sex drive. So that's a good sign, that's a healthy sign. So these two extremes, once you know the two extremes, then you can ask yourself, where am I on this extreme? Am I in the middle, low, high? What I will tell you is this: it's impossible to stay on the high side. It's impossible to stay at 100%. It's not possible, even for me. But it is possible to stay low side. It is possible. That's the bad thing about this. That yes, it's possible to be on zero continuously, and there are people like that. That's where depression exists. It's not possible to stay high continuously. That is just fake. Anyone who shows that it's fake. It's not real. They're not like that 24/7. But what is possible is to stay in the middle, the 50, and then to take it up. It's possible to take it up. And another thing that I'd love to say is this, that when the wave comes, the wave of energy, there's times, moments where the energy increases. When the wave comes, use it. Use it. Ride the wave. Ride the wave like a surfer. They ride the wave. They don't fight the wave, they ride the wave. And when it's low, then swim in the sea. Take advantage of low energy. So you've got to take advantage of low energy, you've got to take advantage of high energy. You can't fight the two. But what you can do is increase them and decrease them. And that is something which I teach only to my clients. That is something which is within my program. But what I do want you to at least know is the low and the high and the 8 different types. Until next time, thank you for listening. Let me know if you found this beneficial in the comments. Share it with someone else, forward it to them, save it if you need to hear it again. It is a wonderful type of knowledge, and you definitely will need to hear it more than once. Okay, thank you.